What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview Magic Round, baby. Round 9 of the 2025 NRL season, and we got some bangers this weekend. I know I say that every week, but this is going to be a sick Magic Round. I really can't wait for this one, and I'm just going to be completely honest here. Snaggy doesn't lie. I never sit here and claim to be some crazy tip guru or the best punter on earth or anything like that. You know, I'm pretty honest with you boys. When I say I'm not sure, I'm one of these guys who's happy to say, I'm just don't know. I don't know about so many games this weekend. I am petrified. I'm going to get about 4 wrong because I can see there's been a lot of underdogs this weekend, but there's sort of obvious games where it's like, oh, well, they should win. They're the better team, right? But I can find about 6 reasons why the underdog could 100% win it. But at the same time, it's tough, man. And I'll go through that, obviously, as we go through it. As of this very second, I'm not too sure exactly who I'm going to pick. We've got to look at it. We've got to break it down. We've got to have a look at offenses and defenses and stuff like that, weak edges, strong edges, before I lock some of these in. And I was sitting here looking at it and going, I just don't know. And I'm just going to start recording, start dribbling about the footy, and we'll see where we end up at the end of it. All right, guys? If you haven't already, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, guys. I'm still doing my community punts, trying to win about 30 to 50 Gs. We haven't come close yet, boys. I'm not going to lie. But if I do win it, guys, corporate box, grand final, I'll be picking my favourite YouTube commenters to come and join me for a bender of a weekend at the NRL grand final, guys. So fingers crossed we can hit one of them. So make sure you follow us on Discord. Make sure you follow us on Dabble as well if you do want to follow along in the punt. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description of this video. Now, before we get to the games, quick shout-outs to the leader of... Oops, is that the right league? Of our tipping comp. So I've moved up, but I'm in 18th spot on 47 points, and the leader is Delly Stewart on 52. He got 7. Oh, bloody 6. I should have got 7. Delly Stewart, Ben, and Shire 332 are the top 3 there, guys. You guys are murdering. Average round 6.5 per round. That is epic, lads. That is absolutely epic. Whoa, that's a massive fly. Get the fuck out of here, lad. Get out of here. Damn, where did that come from? All right, boys, let's get into it. Okay, so Sharkies versus Eels. Just like I said, Sharky, I don't think they're playing great footy. I think they're playing pretty mid footy. They just lost to the Tigers. Parramatta beat the Tigers the week before. They're coming off a bye. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be tough. Roosters versus the Finns. Tough game. This one's hard too, guys. It's going to be tough. Then we have Bunnies versus the Knights. Again, both teams on a bit of a skid, but it could go either way. Warriors versus the Cowboys. Both flying. Who do you pick? And then we have the Titans, who are absolutely clawing for one. Doggies that want to bounce back, but they're missing players. Tough. And then we have the Penrith Panthers versus the Broncos. Panthers are done if they lose this. They're on the bottom of the table. Broncos coming off an awesome win. But it's the Panthers. It's hard. And then we have the Storm, 2nd versus 3rd. Raiders playing outstanding footy. Melbourne, the better team, but missing a couple and not playing their best footy. It's a tough round, man. And just quietly, if you have tickets for Sunday, Magic Round, you got... real lucky, man. Titans, Bulldogs, Panthers, Broncos, Storm, Canberra. Stop it. That's an awesome day of footy. Sharks versus the Parramatta Eels. Now, we just spoke about it. Parramatta coming off a bye. Looked pretty good with Moses back. They're all fresh, all that sort of stuff. Sharkies just had a double overtime game against the Tigers where they lost. Then is it a quick turnaround? 5-day turnaround. Let's have a quick look. Actually, we can just look it up here. So they're playing on Friday night. When did they play last week? Sunday. 5-day turnaround. Playing the team coming off the bye. See what I'm saying, boys? See what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like checking the odds before. I really don't like checking the odds before I'd put my tips in because I don't want it to jade me. But I'm gonna look it up. I'm just opening Dabble. Let's have a little look. Ooh, there's an NBA cashback special on Dabble tomorrow. Sharkies firm favourites, $1.50. This is tough, boys. Let me know who you think's going to win this game, guys, in the comments. In fact, drop who you think's going to win every game, 1 through 8, in the comments, guys. Parramatta definitely troubled them. They actually beat them last year, 34-22. Played the year before that. Sharkies got them there. Eels coming off a win and a bye. Sharkies coming off a loss. Haven't looked great. They really haven't looked great. They looked terrible against the Doggies. Raiders, they didn't look awful in that one. They looked okay against the Seagulls, but it wasn't like, whoa. And then they put on a score against the Knights, but Knights have been yuck. And then West Tigers, they were, it's a real hard one, guys. It's tough. Sharks have won only one of their past 4 Magic Round games. Eels have conceded 104 points in the last 3 games at Suncorp Stadium. Will Kennedy has scored 3 tries in 3 Magic Round games. Adokar has scored 6 tries in 4 Magic Round games. Tom Hazelton will make his 50th. That is a try scorer, boys. Tom Hazelton, Parramatta, they have some lapses in the middle there, especially close on the line. And stopping Hazelton if he gets a line. Hazelton for a try, no doubt about it. If he gets put in a position where he can score a try, he will score a try, if that makes sense. All right, so we didn't do team lists, but we'll just do it here. All right, so let's look at some matchups. Oro, Penasini on Simonson. Penasini, Simonson on Oro and Mulatalo. Ramian, Stone Street on Russell and Adokar. Okay, so Burns is still here in the second row. We have Geimer in the second row, so that's pretty even. Nakora could get one too. Dylan Brown's a pretty good defender though. I don't mind this Parramatta team. I really don't. Scoring map, Sharkies. Wherever you want to take one, really. Wherever you want to take a try, really. And Eels, you don't. Look, guys, do I take the upset here? There's going to be upsets this weekend. I think we can all agree on that. Eels, fresh. 2 weeks off. Sharks, 5 days off. Double overtime. Let's go the Eels. Lock it in. Parramatta Eels. They're going to get it done. I'm going to take them. I'm not confident at all. I think Sharks are the better team, have been the better team. But I do genuinely feel like Sharks are down a little run from last year. Everyone sort of think that AFB was going to push him up into premiership contention. And if you've been watching me since the start, I said I don't think that at all. I think the team with AFB is better than not. But I wasn't sold on that they were going to be better this year. I really wasn't. And I had them picked around 6th, I think, in my preview. And they look about the 6th best team to me. They look about the 6th best team. So I'm going to go Parramatta for the upset on this one. Short turnaround. Parramatta coming off the bye. That's really poor management, by the way, from the NRL with the draw. Draw's been pretty bad this year. Roosters versus the Dolphins. Roosters got them last year, 40-34, and then the year before was 30-14. Roosters coming off a win, Dolphins coming off a loss, but Dolphins probably been the better team over the past 5 games here. Team lists. I like that they've kept Marky Mark, still can't say his name properly, in on the wing instead of Dom Young. I do like the middle with Victor Radley in it, Angus Crichton. This is their best starting team in my opinion, with obviously who's available. Love it. Egan Butcher, yeah, love it. Dolphins, any changes? Out. Saifidi out? Okay, so who they started? Oh, Big Francis Molo comes in. I saw him at the Q Cup game last week or the week before. Way bigger than I thought. He's a big boy. I was like, whoa, he's a monster. Mark Nichols in a lock. Don't love that. But hang on. I thought Max Plath was going to be back this weekend. Thought he was going to be back. I guess not. All right, let's have a little look-see at the Roosters. Have scored 96 points in the last 3 games at Suncorp Stadium. Osako has scored 4 tries in his last 3 games against the Roosters. Roosters have scored 70 points back-to-back wins over the Dolphins over 2 years. Dolphins have won both their Magic Round games. Angus Crichton has scored 4 tries in his past 4 games at Suncorp Stadium. All right, boys, let's have a look at some matchups and some try scoring opportunities we might be able to get. Averillo, Osako on Smith and Tupou. Farmworth, Bostock on Toa and Marky Mark. Wong, Nicaragua. I was going to be running Nicaragua. This one's tough. I don't really love a lot of try scorers here, to be honest. Nothing's jumping out at me. No major mismatches here. Roosters. So, man, Dolphins edges. Like, what's got... So Dolphins are just leaking a lot of tries, but they're still, obviously, they're scoring almost as many. Okay. So if you're looking at tries, I'd probably, look, Roosters right, which would be Angus Crichton. Angus Crichton running at Nicarima and Farmworth or Marky Mark, or you could go... Oh, sorry, that's Wong side. I don't love Wong to get one, but maybe, Toa and... Marky Mark could be good for one. What are the Dolphins doing in the... So 4th best right edge against... Oh, that's nice. So Dolphins right edge. So Osako. I love Fini Fuiaki, He's going to be a Crichton, though. Crichton's a pretty solid defender. Averillo. Yeah, we'll have to wait for that one for my try scorers a little later. Nothing jumping out at me but there'll definitely be... We'll be able to work something out, boys, because we've got some pretty good data to go off there. That's really nice. Now, as far as my tip for this one goes, I like the Dolphins at home, essentially home, Suncorp Stadium. I think Roosters are... Like I said, I tipped them last week to win. I just think they're going to be patchy. I don't know if they're going to be able to... I think that's going to be their downfall this year, is their patchiness and just the travel. Not that when I say travel, I mean not playing at home. I think Dolphins could probably get this one done. So I'm going to go Dolphins in this one, guys. Rabbitohs versus the Knights. Now, I'm a little torn on this one because Knights, in my opinion, are the worst team in the comp at the moment. They're playing the worst footy. But I genuinely feel like they're a decent team, just not playing good footy. And I just have a feeling that they could, like, this could be the scoreline this weekend, 36-16. I genuinely think that could happen. Everything pointing to unders for Knights points this weekend, but I don't know, man. I know very soon Knights are going to start scoring heaps of points. Whether it's this weekend, next, the weekend after, or maybe it doesn't start till after Origin. It's going to happen at some point. Like, you can't be this poor at scoring points for that long when you've got so much firepower in your team. So, this is a real hard one for me, guys. All right, so we have Latrell and Havili out. Havili's a bigger out than you think. He's real good off the bench. We've got Kepikul, Matunga Joy, Arrow in the middle, Duncan on the edge. Never loved him on an edge. And I like this forward pack lineup best. So I like this. I like Crossland at the 9, Leo Thompson, Saifidi, Lucas, Pierce, Paul, and Frizzell at the lock. So you get that extra punch. He runs more than he ball plays. And now you got Brayley, Croker, Adam Elliott, Brodie Jones on the bench. I like this team. I like this a lot better from the Knights. I really do. I like it. Cogger, so yeah, this. I'm liking it. Rabbitohs have won 3 of their past 4 games without Latrell Mitchell. Knights have averaged only 10 points per game over the opening 8 rounds. Campbell Graham has scored 5 tries in 3 games at Suncorp Stadium. Gagai plays 200th. There's a try scorer for you boys. Bennett has won 4 of 4 Magic rounds. Who we taking, boys? Who we taking? All right, so we have Schiller and Gagai. This is the problem. I really like this Knights team on paper. But on the field, it's a different story. Like, just me looking at this now, I'm like, Knights. Knights for sure. But then when we click over here, I can't tip the Knights. I can't tip the Knights with that trash. 17th, 17th, 14th. The left edge. Let this sink in for a second. Their left edge with Ponga swinging around to left. Sharp, Lucas, Bradman Best, and Greg Marju. Worst in the league. How? Weapon. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing, boys. So, yeah. I mean, they're playing a team that isn't defending great either, but at least they're defending their middle good. But, yeah, it's just... The Knights are defending okay. Like, all the defences are in the top 8. I just cannot tip the Knights the way they're playing. I having said that, looking at just the team sheets, I reckon they're going to win. I think the Knights are going to win on paper. Are they going to bring it on the footy field? I just haven't seen enough of it. We're going to go Rabbitohs, but I'm petrified I'm going to get this one wrong. Petrified I'm going to get this one wrong too, boys. Cowboys versus the Wars. Both teams flying. Both teams 4 of their last 5. Both teams looking great. Wars got them once last year, once the year before, 42-12, 22-14. Both teams, Cowboys on a 4-game streak. Wars on a 2-game, but 4 of last 5. That's nice. That'll do. Oh, LeBron's out. Me boy. Wars my new favourite team to watch, man. My new favourite team to watch. Look, where I see... Oh, Nikora playing in the front row. Jeez, he's such a versatile player. Put him in centre, second row, lock, front row. Never looks out of water. Halasima's he's just my new favourite player, man. Like, he's not going to be able to buy beer in Vegas for 2 more years, man. 3 more years. Tamari Martin comes in on the bench. I actually don't mind that. Ford, Faimunga, and Bunty are 4. Cool. Cows should be unchanged. Okay, I need to get through these and then have a look at some matchups because I'm really on the fence for this one. Warriors have won 4 of their last 5 games against the Cowboys. Nanai has scored 7 tries in 7 games at Suncorp Stadium. Warriors have lost 6 of their past 7 games at Suncorp. See what I mean? Like, there's nothing that... Like, Warriors have been pumping the Cowboys, but Warriors lose at Suncorp a lot. Purdue has scored 6 tries his last 6 games. Warriors can equal their best start to a season after 8 games with a win. That's what they always have been, a slow starting team, haven't they? They really have. Warriors Cows. All right, let's have a look. So we've got how do you say his name? Leatoa, Pompey on Vayala and Derby. So to me that looks like a big mismatch. But man, I was ripping these 2 dudes, but I've actually been pretty impressed with them the last 4 games anyway. Cotter's looking better again. All right, then we have Harris Tavita, Capewell, who's been playing awesome on Bateman. So I actually do like Warriors left on against Cows here. Then we have Halasima on Nanai. Nanai can't tackle. Well, he's not a great defender. Wrong wording there, Snaggy. Metcalf, Berry, and Tuapiki. And so I like Cowboys left edge better than... Yeah, this is a tough one, boys. Warriors is pretty clean. 11th, 11th, 9th, 6th, 12th, 10th. Yeah, this is a really hard one, eh? It's a really hard one. What do the bookies have? What do the bookies have here? Pretty much even money. And that is about right. Wow, this is hard. When did they both play last week? And have we got a short turnaround or anything we can go with? Wales played Friday. And when's this game on? Saturday. So they've got 8 days. Cowboys playing on Saturday, so pretty much full 7 days too. Whew, boys, killing me softly. I've got in. This is really hard, man. See, I'm going to take the Wars. I think they might have a little too much juice in the middle. Oh, Cowboys have been so good, though. I need to marinate on this one. I'm going to take the Wars, boys, but keep an eye on my shorts. Because I might have to tip. Might have to change my tip. I need to marinate on this one. I really do. Oh, they're both playing such good footy. This is the thing. I love this forward pack better than this one. Sort of like not more the. Not all of it, but you know what I mean. Like Cotter's been a more accomplished footy player, but Aaron Clark is just on one at the moment. And again, same as Halasima, like Nanai, yeah, he's the more accomplished, better footy player, but Halasima has been playing better footy than Nanai has, excluding maybe last week. Kurt Capewell's been playing better than Bateman. Barnett's been playing better than Talmalolo. Robson's pulled his finger out. He's probably been one of the better number 9s getting around. And McLean's just your stock standard, get through his work and don't miss tackles front rower. Nakora's a mouldy warrior. Do you know, I reckon Nakora's the most mouldy looking dude on earth. Like, if someone said, close your eyes and think of what a mouldy man looks like, I'd think of not Britton Nakora. Was it Matara? Nakora? He's the most Maori looking dude ever, man. He just reminds me of a mouldy chief. He just really does. I don't know why. I can just see him with the spear. Yeah, okay. Like I said, guys, I'm buying insurance with this one. I'm taking Wars for now, but I need to marinate it. Keep an eye on my shorts and my TikTok. For a possible change on this one. If Fisher Harris was in this team, I wouldn't even have to think. I'd be taking the Wars. But they've been so good without him. Oh, this weekend's going to be so good, man. How good is rugby league? On to the West Tigers versus the St. George Dragons. They're the Dragons. They won last. No, they lost. They're the Dargans again. Dragons absolutely pumped them 56-14. Got them twice. Damn, some hidings. Tigers coming off that big win over the Sharkies. Roosters. Dragons losing to the Roosters. Team list, we've got Heath Mason back. We've got Sonny Finau out. And not Flanagan. Lachlan Ilias has been dropped. I know who I'm tipping. Let's have a look at some try scorers, some matchups. All right, Naden, Dewey, Sulis. Ooh, Jesus, Naden, get your defense on. You might have some work to do, lad. Holmes, Allen, Taruva, Tor, Flanagan, Egan, Couchman. Yeah, I'm taking the Tigers. Just looking at this, man, like I like everything about it. I'm gonna be riding high after last. I know it was a 6-day turnaround, but that's fine. As long as it's not 5, you're all right. I just like this team better. I think the outside backs playing good. Galvin and Luai playing good. Terrell Mays. Is there a better front row getting around? Like Payne Haas, Tarpany, anyone else? Nah. I like it. I like this team. I like it. West Tigers to get the dub. West Tigers where we scoring. So their right head's really good, but Dragons defend really well over there, guys. All right. Then we have Dragons 4th best, but Tigers defending pretty well over there too. 9th. I know that doesn't read great, but it's decent. And then Dragons right edge is weak, and so stay away from Dragons right edge. Definitely stay away from Dragons right edge. Yeah, this is a toughie, but yeah, I'm going West Tigers to get this one. Oh, we forgot to do this thing, didn't we? West Tigers winger Sonny Taruva has scored 8 tries in his past 7 games. Dragons have won 5 of their past 6 games against the West Tigers. West Tigers have won only 1 of their past 5 games at Suncorp Stadium. Dragons have lost all 4 Magic Round games. Naden has scored 5 tries in 5 games against the Dragons. Naden's putting stats up on you, lad? Damn, that's rough. Tigers to win. Oh, this one's tough, man. I know everyone's going to look at this and go, Bulldogs. Yeah, everyone lost 1 game. But I've said this, and I got a lot of flack from it, actually. I was pretty surprised. I said, I don't think Titans are far away from a win. Like, they're building. They're looking good in patches and stuff like that. Just haven't put together an 80. You look at this. I know people got 50 scored on them. I know, man. But it was 18 all with 25, 30 minutes, about 30 minutes to go. Like, they were in that game for 2/3 of it. They just fell to pieces. I just don't think they're as far off as everyone thinks they are. Even I tipped them for the spoon, lad. I'm not sitting here trying to defend the Titans, but I'm just saying, I don't think they're like this horrible team that they just get you walk in and you get your 2 points and mosey on home. They've already played the shift, 40-24. That was a really interesting game, that one. Titans on a 4-game skid. Doggies have their first loss of the season. Now, some really big outs. Burton, Curran, Satili Tupanua. Team's all of a sudden a lot weaker. Saluka Fafita's been pretty good. He's I rate him really highly, just not quite as high as Curran, so a little weaker there. They do lose that extra punch. Harry Hayes to me is an absolute weapon, but just they ain't got that athleticism and explosive power. And Jorge Masvidal's knees, like Satili Tupanua, and then Harry Hayes. I mean Brayley Howard, we love him, but he's no Matt Burton. So definitely down a little. But like I said, Bulldogs have shown they can win games without Burton. As well, but definitely tough. Definitely tough. Now, I can't remember how that game played out where they played last time, but someone went off for a little while, and that's when they started scoring their points, because they did put a few points on the Doggies from memory in that one. 20. They got 24 scored on them in that game. I think maybe Burton went off for a HIA, or was that when he did his knee? It was when he did his knee. This is a tough. I'm telling you now, Titans can win this game. They really can. I really do think they can win it. Now, Jolliffe and Gray out. Now, let me see what they've whipped up here. De Groot, Weaver, Brimson, Sam Verrills. I just don't love it, boys. I just don't love it. And again, sticking with the Mo, RCG, and Tino, Cleese Haas, Isaac Fasula Malaawi. How do you say that last name? How? And the future Bulldog. Did he end up signing? I can't remember if he did. This is a tough one too, boys. She's a tough one. It's going to be such a good day of footy that Sunday. Man. AKP on Carraz, Kelly, Crichton. We have Sherry on Montoya, on Sammy, on Fafita, Weaver, Howard, Brimson. Man, Titans can win this, bros. I'm telling you. They really can. Titans attack is just mud. 13th, 15th against 1st, 2nd and 6th. And Bulldogs attack. Scoring a lot of tries through the middle. Just after looking at this, I can't tip the Titans. Bulldogs to win, lad. Bulldogs to win. Did I forget to do this thing again? I did. Titans have won 4 of their past 5 games at Suncorp Stadium. Bulldogs have lost all 5 Magic Round. Sort your lives out, Bulldogs. AKP has scored 8 tries in 6 games at Suncorp. Bulldogs have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Titans. Brimson has scored 3 tries in 3 games at Magic Round. Bulldogs to win. I think that they've got a nice team. Like I said, I know what I'm going to get. I know they got blown away against the Broncos in that first 30, but they did wrestle back and looked pretty competitive with them again in the second half. Just stop trying to take dudes' heads off and knee their heads off, doggies. Come on, man. Broncos versus the Panthers. This is it for the Panthers. This is it. I think if they win this game and then they win again next week, I think they're just back on track to making finals, and they're going to give a lot of teams a big scare. But this is it, and Panthers have got them both times last year. One of their last 5. Broncos, really good win against the Bulldogs, but have been patchy. Definitely have been patchy. I've been saying this for a while. It looks like 1 week Madge coaches the team, and then the next week Trent Barrett does. Schneider out, Cole in, but Cole not in. Now, I was going to probably take the Panthers if To'o was back, but it doesn't look like he is. Is he named on the extended bench? Casey McLean's been dropped, as he should be. We have Jake Cole here. I expect him to come in. No To'o. Very concerning. Benjamin Tiakura, Jock Madden, Jordan Ricky, and Karapani come in. So back 5 unchanged. Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds are named even after that injury. We have Pat Carrigan, Billy Walters, Payne Haas, Xavier Willison, Jordan Ricky, and Kobe Hetherington. On the bench, Jensen Piakura and Jaden Hunt, Corey Pakes. I like this team a lot better. Boys. I like it a lot. Panthers have won 8 of their last 9 games against the Broncos. Selwyn Cobbo scored 6 tries in 2 Magic Round games. Panthers have won 9 of their past 11 games at Suncorp Stadium. Adam Reynolds requires 3 points to move into second on the all-time scorers list, overtaking Hazem El Masri. He was 3 points away from beating Hazem's record against the Bulldogs. That is crazy. Brian Tortoy scored 6 tries in his past 3 games. So we thought Brian Tortoy was going to be back this week, but he's not. And they really miss him. Now, give me another look back here. So what's their edge going to look like? Actually, let's do it over here so we can actually see how they're lining up. Because that's what I sort of said about them last week. I looked at it and I went, Jenkins, McLean, Blaze. That's your edge. That is the worst edge in the NRL. It is. There's no worse edge in the NRL. There's none. Like literally Tigers with Naden, Dewey and Gal. Like it's better. It's better. Alright, so Summerson, Cleary. Like Cleary's gonna have to have a game from the gods. Tungo. So we've got Stags against the second row. We've got Tuolangi on Reynolds. We've got Jenkins on Mariner. Jenkins isn't fast. Mariner's lightning. Shuaski Arthurs. I'm trying to find a way for Panthers to win. And the only way I see it is if Cleary just goes GOAT mode like he did in the grand final. Panthers, their attack's not horrible. 9th, 6th, and 7th. Broncos' left edge is the 16th worst. Arthurs and Shibasaki? Hang on, that's it. Yeah, that's their right edge because... No, they're right edge. Mariners. Wow, okay. Oh, that's... Sorry, I was... Yeah. I was on the Broncos tab, my bad. Yeah, so Penrith have the 17th worst edge. The worst edge, left edge. I can't tip the Panthers looking at this. I can't. Broncos to win. I just can't. It's not a good enough team. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this. I just can't. Absolutely wild. Storm versus the Canberra Raiders. Storm have really owned the Raiders, haven't they? Jeez, they've struggled to score points. 6-2 in their last 2. Both teams looking... Canberra looking probably just better, man. Like, seriously, like, the comeback wins... They can't... This is the problem, though. They've been a little slow out the gates the last couple of weeks. They can't do that against Melbourne, bro. They'll put 40 on you. You know? If you're a little off, they'll put 40 on you. What you got to do is ride that storm out like the Dolphins did, like the Rabbitohs did, and then go to work. You know what? They could really come over the top of them. Like, Raiders have been awesome. Bro, they used to be... We used to call them the Faders because they were so bad in second halves. And now the Storm, what's a word that's can rhyme with Storm? That says they fade. Man, I tell you what, if you like a punt, like Storm to win first half, Canberra to win the second. You know, that's let's have a look. Let's have a look at this actually. We can look up this data on here. Let's go analytics. All right, so Storm pretty much won every first half. Just they've tied one. And they're not that bad in second halves, but they're not as good. You know, you can see there's a lot of red in here. And Canberra just unreal. They've only lost one second half by 2 points. So yeah, if you like that one, I don't know what they'd be paying. We'd be playing a bit. Storm to win first half, Raiders to win second. Not bad. Good size. I should have asked this earlier in the video. All right, if you're still watching, oh no, I'll ask it at the start of next time. All right, so we've got Storm, third best right, ninth. So you're probably actually almost gone better left. I know it's only the 8th, but if you're in the top 8 and attack on an edge, that's good. Especially if it's up against a very poor... So Storm's left edge. Yeah, Meany or Coates. Blore. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Right, let's just look at these before I do my tip. Storm have averaged 34 points per Magic Round, and I think they're averaging about that this year. Averaging 32 points. You know what you could probably do, and this would hit, even no matter who wins. It'd be tight, but I think it could go down. Both teams over 18.5 points. Both teams are scoring heaps and leaking heaps. Both teams over 18.5. Should we have a quick look? No, I'll do it later. But I don't mind that either. There's a few good bets in this one, man. You should be able to make some money on this game. You really should. Did I do all these? Oh yeah, Raiders have averaged 36 points per game in the last month. Jerome Hughes has scored 4 tries in his last 3 games at Suncorp Stadium. Tarpany will make his 200th. There's a try scorer. Ryan Pappenhausen and Eli Katoa will play their 100th. Those 2 for 2 or more. Love it. There's money to be made this game, boys. Yeah, boys, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go. Yeah, really good. Both teams really good in the middle. I'm going to go Storm just because they're pretty good at Suncorp, and Raiders don't always travel well. They can be a little patchy on the road historically. And I just feel if they do get out of the blocks a little slow, like they have been, I know Melbourne haven't been putting teams away in the last few, but they have been this year. If you look at the overall, they've been starting strong and putting teams away early and putting the queue in the rack. I don't know if they're going to be able to necessarily put the queue in the rack, but I do trust them enough if Raiders do come out the gate a little slow that they could get them. So I'm gonna go Melbourne Storm in this one, boys. And that's it, we're done, right? So what did we end up going? We went Eels. We went Bunnies. We went Warriors with insurance. I need to sleep on that one, boys. We're going Tigers, we're going Dogs, we're going Bronx, we're going Storms. Absolute banger, boys. I can't wait. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.